This is Government Science Secondary School, Kankara, where scores of students were abducted Friday night, 11 December 2020. As a result of the attack and subsequent closure of the school, it has now become a shadow of itself, with bags, shoes and other items of the students seen littered in their hostels. Some women who had the information about the 17 students said to have escaped were on hand to see and pick their wards. They, however, expressed disappointment when their hopes were dashed. They also claimed that the information reaching them from one of the boys who escaped from the bandits' enclave said that the boys are being fed with leaves, drink from pond and beaten like animals.
Boy, why them bring gun yesterday? Now they talk that. In say na wane? Na im Saidu, the boy why them see yesterday. Now they talk that and say na ya ake ce maganye. Kanya. Now they na da kanya then they shop am. Hey, and the water why then they fall down. Now then they drink and then they use one hand, then they drink and they no allow the children put two hands. Now one hand then they use that. This is too much now.
The women said that since the news broke out, they have been living in severe pains and heartbroken. Far behind me is the fence which most of the students scaled while fleeing from the attackers. And behind the fence, as you can see, is a forest or bush per se, where they took these students through. 13-year-old Khalid Mani, a junior secondary school GSS2 student and the sixth of his siblings, was among those who escaped in the night they were abducted. He said the bandits came on foot into their school and cannot say exactly whether they took the boys away in a car or on motorcycles. According to him, around 9:30 p.m. on Friday night, he was at the barber's shop having a haircut when he suddenly heard sporadic gunshots at the hostels. They were shouting in Arabic, Allahu Akbar, meaning God is great. They later called us out to line up for assembly, entering room to room, waking people up either with whip or the gun butts. They told us they were here to help and not hurt us if we cooperate. Thereafter, they separated us into batches of about 50 persons. At that moment, he said, some of us scaled the fence and headed into the forest, where we spent the night on top of trees. It was when we had the call to prayer that we began to return towards the school without shoes. Even though I'm happy to have escaped, I feel for my friends and other schoolmates that are still in captivity. I call on the government to do all things possible for their safe return. For his father, Mani Ahmed, he is happy for his son. He prayed and urged the government to ensure that all the other boys held in captivity return safely.
I feel happy the way I saw my son, but I'm not happy the way which some of the people they are not around of date.
So what do you want the government to do?
I need the government to assist those people to return back.
A resident of the area, 30-year-old Aminu Ibrahim, whose 10 brothers were abducted, said they now live in fear, even though the security situation has improved a bit with the presence of security personnel.
The activities must change because there is upgrade of the mind of the people. Because the attack, even you hear the sound of that gunshot, you will never sleep at all the night, even if that is not available now.
As the search and rescue operations continues, the question begging for answer is, for how long will the children be rescued as assured by the federal government? Zachary Omale, AIT News, Katsina.